Pacers are on the track for race number 1. First half of the early daily double. Number 1, Wilson's Vinner, owned by Godinez Racing Stable LLC. Trainer Jose Godinez, driver Matt Kakaley. 2, Janaid, owned by Napolitano Racing Incorporated. Trainer Marta Piotrow, driver Anthony Napolitano. 3, Blow a Cloud, owned by Steve Salerno, Emily Bost. Trainer Emily Bost, driver Jason Bartlett. 4, Sports Team, owned by Wine Stable. Trainer T. Wine, driver George Napolitano Jr. 5, Always the Sun, owned by Kelly Hastings, Ryan Daly, trainer Kelly Hastings, driver Simon Allard. Number 6, Wagon Master, owned by Dan Katica, trainer Ray Burt, driver Marcus Miller. And 7, Busboy Hanover, owned by Wildcard Stables Incorporated, trainer Darren Taneyhill, driver Jim Pantaleano. Number 5, Always the Sun, make the and around the turn, there you go. The Pacers have reached the backstretch, and they are underway in the Saturday afternoon opener, and Janaid first to show on the inside, grabs the early advantage here just in front of a Wilson's Vinner. Center of the track, up comes Sports Team to try to challenge for the lead. Always the Sun is out wide there in 4th, and going past him now at the pylons, Blow a Cloud. Also Wagon Master 6th, and the trailer is Busboy Hanover. Up front, Janaid dealing with the charge of Sports Team. Those two come side by side around the first turn, and they reach the quarter-mile marker in 28 1/5. And with the swooping move now, Sports Team takes over the lead for George Napolitano Jr. Janaid trying to make that tough on him, and these two horses both backclassing, going at it now. Sports Team, the 4-5 favorite, having a hard time clearing. He won't get there until past 3/8. 2 back to 3rd in Wilson's Vinner, followed there by Blow a Cloud in 4th. Then comes Wagon Master as they hit the turn. Busboy Hanover is 6th, and the trailer, Always the Sun. Wasn't easy, but Sports Team did get to the lead. The half 55-3, 27-2 second panel. Part of that is the win, but also part was that battle for the lead. And these two have drawn away now. Sports Team right behind him, Janaid, 3.5 to Wilson's Vinner in 3rd. To the outside, Blow a Cloud starts first over progression, and picking up that cover, Wagon Master in 5th. And then comes Busboy Hanover, Always the Sun is way back and out of it. The lead a length now for the favorite Sports Team, but out of the pocket, Janaid makes a move. 3/4, 123-3, 28 even 3rd panel. So still they're going at it here. Sports Team now, Janaid is on his outside, but into the picture now, 2nd over comes Blow a Cloud. Behind that is Wagon Master, and Wilson's Vinner getting a good trip on the inside. Top of the stretch, Janaid has a slight lead back on Sports Team, who's digging in now. Outside, up comes Blow a Cloud. Janaid surges back in front. Blow a Cloud trying to pick him off. It's Blow a Cloud, and Jason Bartlett rallying late for the victory. Janaid a game 2nd, Wilson's Vinner 3rd, and Wagon Master was 4th. Blow a Cloud starts us off. The longest shot on the board at 28-1 in 152-2. Jason Bartlett in the bike. Blow a Cloud at 28-1, moving up following a win last time out at the 12.5 to 15 level for the new barn. His 3rd win in 12 this year, his 28th lifetime career earnings over $264,000, and a mile of 152-2 for number 3, Blow. Results of today's first race now official. The rundown: number 1, Wilson's Vinner finished 3rd. 2, Janaid was 2nd. Number 3, Blow a Cloud. Pacers on the track for today's second race at Pocono. Number 1, Tullo, owned by Marissa Russo. Trainer David Russo, driver Mark McDonald. 2, Lions Amusements, owned by Susan and John Marshall. Trainer Susan Marshall, driver Tyler Buter. 3, Lear Sealster, owned by Nanticoke Racing Incorporated. Trainer Les Givens, driver Marcus Miller. 4, Simple Kind of Man, owned by D Racing Stable Incorporated. Donald McRae. Trainer Lou Pena, driver Simon Allard. 5, PL Munson, owned by Eric Prevost, trainer Darren Taneyhill, driver Matt Kakaley. 6, Scott Rocks, owned by Hunter Oaks and Scott Bice, trainer Hunter Oaks, driver George Napolitano Jr. 7, Some Beach Baron, owned by Napolitano Racing Incorporated, trainer Marta, Piotrow, driver Anthony Napolitano. Number 8, The Magician, owned by Bill Emmons, trainer Bill Adamczyk, driver is Jim Pantaleano. There are no $1,000, and the purse is $16,000. And around the turn, there you go. The Pacers have reached the back stretch, and they are underway. On the inside, some early foot from Lions Amusement, center of the track. That's Scott Rocks coming up to challenge as well. Scott Rocks will take the early lead from Lions Amusements. In behind that top duo is P.L. Munson third, stepping in front of Tullow. Next up, Lear Sealster fifth, followed by Simple Kind of Man, Some Beach Bear, and The Magician is at the back of the pack, 12 off the pace. Right now, it's Scott Rocks leading the way as the field of 8 rips around the turn to the quarter-mile marker in 26 and 4. Scott Rocks trying to start up another winning streak here. Leads it by a length as the 4-5 favorite with Lions Amusements, who's been very tough on the Pocono Oval. He's got the pocket seat. Single file, it goes to P.L. Munson third, then 2 back to Tullow, followed there by Lear Sealster. Nobody to the outside just yet. Simple Kind of Man is 6th, followed by Some Beach Bear in the trailer. The Magician still about 11 off the pace. The outer flow kicking the gear from 5th with Lear Sealster, but the lead still belongs to Scott Rocks at the half and 55 even, 28 and 1, second panel. On to the back stretch. Scott Rocks leads it by a length and a half. George Napolitano Jr., the driver, not asking much from him. Lions Amusement still his closest foe in the pocket. On the outside, Lear Sealster grinding away to within 3. Boxed in, P.L. Munson is 4th, but needs racing room. Simple Kind of Man second over, not getting much help from the cover now. Inside Tullow, 3 wide move from Some Beach Bear, and The Magician still at the back. The 3 quarters, 123 even, and the lead now 2 lengths here for Scott Rocks, gaining separation from Lions Amusements, who's still staying on and now moving up again. Meanwhile, P.L. Munson saving ground all the way into 3rd as Lear Sealster drops back 4th. Top of the stretch, Scott Rocks trying to get home. Lions Amusements just a little bit more cover inside. P.L. Munson is closing well. Scott Rocks still with the lead. Lions Amusements, P.L. Munson both coming on. Scott Rocks, P.L. Munson lunging, and I think Scott Rocks had just enough to hold on for the victory there. P.L. Munson got a great trip and nearly got there. Second, Lions Amusements was 3rd, and the Lear Sealster 4th. Scott Rocks back to his winning ways in one on the inside, but you're going to see Scott Rocks has just enough to fight him off in the very end. Tano Jr. in the bike for Scott Rocks, the 4-5 betting favorite after his 4-race winning streak was snapped last week. Right back to it at 6, Scott Rocks. Results of today's second race are official. Rundown, number 1, Tullow finished 5th. Pacers on the track for today's third race at Pocono. Number 1, Jeremy's General, owned by Antonia Storer, trainer Dan Meyer, driver Jim Pantaleano. 2, Red Hot Romeo, owned by Sylvia Schuler, trainer Jim Gugliardo, driver Marcus Miller. 3, And the Thunder Rolls, owned by Emily Bost, Steve Slorno, trainer Emily Bost, driver Jason Bartlett. 4, Wise Image, owned by Eric Prevost, trainer Darren Taneyhill, driver Anthony Napolitano. 5, Fernado, owned by Evan Katz, Frank Canzone, trainer Jennifer Bongiorno, driver Simon Allard. 6, Ranger Sure Shot, owned trained by Hunter Oaks, driver George Napolitano Jr. And 7, My Ideal Son, owned by Gilbert Garcia Owen, trainer Gilberto Garcia Herrera, driver Matt Kakaley. Number 5, Fernado, make the driver Simon Allard. That's the only chance. There you go. The Pacers have reached the backstretch, and they are underway. A very tight start in this one. On the inside, some early foot from Jeremy's General. Red Hot Romeo is right there with him. Jeremy's General, slight lead. Center of the track, up comes Wise Image to challenge. He is going to take on Jeremy's General. Parked out fourth, Fernando is two back following on the outside. Inside fifth in the Thunder Rolls, followed by Ranger Sure Shot and the early trailer My Ideal Son. They're bunched up looking for the lead here. Wise Image taking over for Fernando, coming up right behind him. Quarter mile is 27-2. On to the front stretch now. They're three across for the moment. Wise Image trying to get past Jeremy's General, and on the outside, Fernando's trying to get past him. Back on the inside, Red Hot Romeo, followed there by In the Thunder Rolls. Two back to Ranger Sure Shot. The 3-5 favorite is sixth, and the trailer My Ideal Son. And Simon Lard able to get Fernando to the front, but that was not an easy journey for him as he takes over from Wise Image. They come to the half-mile marker now in 54-4. Second verse, same as the first there, 27-2. Two quick opening panels, and right now trying to hold up under that duress is Fernando. He leads it by 2 as a Wise Image is dropping back. Now on the outside, and the Thunder Rolls gliding up first over for Bartlett. Still has 4.5 to make up, and behind him is Ranger Sure Shot. He's still 6 away. Inside, Jeremy's General getting shuffled back, and My Ideal Son coming up the trailer. Red Hot Romeo. Fernando leads by 4.5. Three quarters, 123-1, 28-2. Third panel, it's Fernando looking to pace out the clock on the outside. Ranger Sure Shot is moving up around, and the Thunder Rolls. My Ideal Son fourth. He's still 7 away. Top of the stretch, Fernando with the lead, and a Ranger Sure Shot coming up now has 4 lengths to make up here. It's Fernando with the lead. Ranger Sure Shot all out is gaining. Fernando still clear by 3, and Fernando is going to have enough. Made that big move on the front stretch. It paid off. He stays clear and wins by 3 1/4. Second was Ranger Sure Shot. My Ideal Son came on late for third, and Red Hot Romeo. Early fractions were not easy. It's February 20th here at Pocono. 24th lifetime career earnings now topping $191,000. The mile 153-2 for 5. Fernando. Results of race 3 official rundown. Number 1, Jeremy's General finished 7th. Number 2, Red Hot Romeo was 4th. $200. And around the turn, there you go. The Pacers have reached the backstretch, and they are underway. Center of the track, Yankee Roller first to show. Outside speed coming from Groovy Joe. Groovy Joe and Yankee Roller go at it early with Babes Dig Me in behind in third, followed by Rodeo Rock. Groovy Joe takes over the lead past the 8th. Away fifth is J.M. Manneman, and the early trailer Seal the Deal. He is 8 lengths off the early pace. So from the outside post, Groovy Joe was able to make the engine here. This field of 6 whips around the turn, comes to the quarter-mile marker in 26-3. Zippy pace here early, and right now it's Groovy Joe coming off a win at Yonkers to start his season. He leads the way. Pocket seat belongs to Yankee Roller, followed there by Babes Dig Me. Very fast to the claimers last time out. Single file it goes to Rodeo Rock. That's the 3-5 favorite in fourth. fourth. Pace slowing considerably now as they head into the turn. J.M. Manneman wants to get out there in fifth, but he's hoping for cover first, and he'll get it. Seal the deal also to the outside. Up front, it's Groovy Joe to the half, 55-2, 28-4, second panel. So Mark McDonald rated nicely there. Things will pick up now. Groovy Joe dealing with Babes Digby, who comes up from third. First over, strong move for Pantaleano. Good pocket seat there for Kakaley with the Yankee roller. Rodeo Rock now second over. Inside to seal the deal, will be able to fill in the gap. J.M. Manneman is the trailer, third over in sixth, and he's 5 off the pace. Right now it's still Groovy Joe by 3 parts of a length over Babes Digby, who's striving on the outside. 3/4, 123-1, 27-4, third panel. And still the lead belongs to Groovy Joe. 3 wide now. Up comes Rodeo Rock. 4 wide for J.M. Manneman, and Yankee roller getting a good trip in the pocket. Top of the stretch, Groovy Joe trying to hold them all off. Out wide now, Rodeo Rock and J.M. Manneman are both closing. J.M. Manneman barreling down the center of the track with Rodeo Rock. Groovy Joe trying to hold on to that lead. It's J.M. Manneman on the outside for Simon Allard. Gets up for the victory. Second was Groovy Joe, Rodeo Rock third, or Yankee Roller fourth, and it was J.M. Manneman last at the 3/4. Well, 4 wide moves don't not. Result, Doc was third. Number 3, Yankee Roller, finished fourth for J.M. Manneman. The race winner, number 5, Seal the Deal, finished fifth, and 6, Groovy Joe was second. Top down reads 6-3-4-1-5-2. Race winner for J.M. Pacers on the track, race 5. 1, Lord of Misrule, owned by Susan and John Marshall. Trainer Susan Marshall, driver Tyler Buter. 2, Springbridge Proud, owned by Jail Benson Stables Incorporated, Ed Linsky. Trainer Kristen Pantaleano, driver Jim Pantaleano. 3, Record Machine, owned by Joe Pavia Jr. Stable Incorporated. Hess Pint Size Racing LLC. Trainer Lou Pena, driver Jason Bartlett. 4, Polak, owned by Racing to Win Stable. Trainer Dan Meyer, driver Anthony Napolitano. 5, Sweet Talkin' Satin, owned by Jordana Roman. Trainer Mark Mosher, driver Matt Kakaley. 6, Just Plain Loco, owned and trained by Mark Akins, driver Simon Allard. And the 7, Keystone Steam, owned by Robert Devine, Barbara Bongiorno Stable LLC. Trainer Jennifer Bongiorno, driver Mark McDonald. Mark McDonald, driver $500 to $15,000. The purse is $8,800. And around the turn, they go. The Pacers have reached the backstretch, and they are underway. Polak leaving center of the track, so to his Record Machine just to his inside. And down at the pylons, Lord of Misrule is firing. Lord of Misrule going at it with Polak for the lead. Record Machine tucks behind, and up on the outside, Sweet Talkin' Satin follows Polak as he moves to the front. Also on the outside, fifth is Keystone Steam, followed by Just Plain Loco, the early trailer Springbridge Proud. Right now, the lead belongs to Polak, but Sweet Talkin' Satin has other ideas as he comes up on the outside of the leader. The quarter is 27-2. Sweet Talkin' Satin able to swoop to the front now for Matt Kakaley. This one in search of his third consecutive victory. Takes over the lead from Polak, who right now is the 7-5 betting favorite, tucked in behind. Single file to Lord of Misrule third, followed by Record Machine. And that's Keystone Steam launching first over for Mark McDonald. Just Plain Loco looks like he'll follow that move. Oh, no, he's staying in right now. 6, Just Plain Loco. And Springbridge Proud will be the one to move to the outside. As they reach the half-mile marker, Sweet Talkin' Satin gets there 56-3, 29-1 second panel. fractions reasonable up front. As Sweet Talkin' Satin playing keep away from Matt Kakaley, the lead is a length. He has Polak right in his hip pocket. Then comes Lord of Misrule. Keystone Steam not getting any help first over. He's got a long way to come, 3 back. Behind him is Springbridge Proud. Inside Record Machine 6th. Just Plain Loco on the outside is the trailer 8.5 away. Keystone Steam extending the lead ever so slightly, although still Polak is close. 3/4, 125 and 2, 28 and 4, third panel. And so right now, Sweet Talkin' Satin dealing with Polak from that pocket seat. Moves to the outside. That leaves Lord of Misrule room on the inside to close. Further back to Springbridge Proud out wide. Top of the stretch, Sweet Talkin' Satin digging in. Outside is Polak. Inside, Lord of Misrule with late kick. Lord of Misrule coming up on Sweet Talkin' Satin. Polak still trying on the outside. Lord of Misrule takes the late lead. Polak lunging at the line. We've got a photo for the win. It comes down to Lord of Misrule and Polak. Too close to call between those two. Very tight. Bred by Lewis and Ferguson of Australia. Owned by Racing to Win stable of Chittenango, New York. Dan Meyer, the trainer. Anthony Napolitano, the driver. Polak, 7-5 betting favorite. Had hit the board his previous 3, but breaks through with the victory. His 3rd and 12 this year. 55th lifetime with career earnings topping $873,000. And a mile of 153 and 1 for number 4, Polak. Around, owned by VHF Racing LLC, trainer Sabrina Shaw, driver Jason Bartlett. 3 Class 6, owned by Eric Prevost, trainer Darren Taneyhill, driver Jim Pantaleano. Number 4 Primo Giovanni was scratched sick. 5 Rockin' in the Hills, owned by Beastie LLC, trainer Dan Meyer, driver Anthony Napolitano. 6 Sweet and Fast, owned by Stephen Klonowski, trainer Steve Braybrook, driver Marcus Miller. 7 Proven Desire, owned by William Emmons, trainer Bill Adamczyk, driver Tyler Buter, and number 8 Native Sweet Lou, owned and trained by Hunter Oaks, driver George Napolitano Jr. Scratch the 4 Primo Giovanni out sick. Field of 7, race 6, less than a minute total. Of price is $30,000 to $40,000. The purse, $16,000. And around the turn, they go. The Pacers have reached the back stretch, and they are underway. Speed in the center of the track, courtesy of Rockin' in the Hills. He's joined by Class 6 just to his inside. Those two go at it early, and Albergo Hanover's right there at the pylons. From the outside, Native Sweet Lou moves up into 4th, looking for positioning. Back on the inside, horsing around, followed by Sweet and Fast. Proven Desire is the trailer. They are 3 across, going after it for the early lead here. Albergo Hanover, Class 6, and Rockin' in the Hills in quite the fracas here. They get to the quarter in 26 and 3. Albergo Hanover for the moment a slight edge, and Rockin' in the Hills out wide, working awful hard to get there, and Class 6 isn't giving in there in between. Watching it all from 4th, 2 back, horsing around. Then a big gap to Native Sweet Lou. He's 3 away. The 4-5 favorite is 5th, about 7 off the pace, but a hot pace it is, setting up for closers. Around the turn, Sweet and Fast is 6th, Proven Desire, the trailer. When the dust cleared, Rockin' in the Hills got to the front. The half mile, 53 and 4, 27-1. Second panel, Salty Dog. Those are fast fractions here being laid down by Rockin' in the Hills. Anthony Napolitano knows there's something coming after him. In this case, it's his brother George with Native Sweet Lou going past the fall faltering Class 6. Albergo Hanover in the pocket. Also on the outside, following the live cover is Sweet and Fast. Proven Desire sneaking up the pylons there, and way back now to horsing around. Slight lead for Native Sweet Lou. 3/4, 122-2. That's 28-3 on the back. Native Sweet Lou taking a slight lead on Rockin' in the Hills. Behind him is Sweet and Fast. Proven Desire also heads to the outside now. Albergo Hanover still at the pylons. Top of the stretch, Native Sweet Lou takes the lead. Inside, Albergo Hanover. Proven Desire looking to close with Sweet and Fast. It's Native Sweet Lou. Albergo Hanover fighting hard at the pylons. Albergo Hanover. Native Sweet Lou. Albergo Hanover. Matt Kakaley denies Native Sweet Lou. Third was Sweet and Fast. Proven Desire. Fourth, game effort from Albergo Hanover with the second move. Albergo Hanover was involved in the early battle for the lead. The fractions stayed on long enough that he didn't have to close too far, and Native Sweet Lou had to make that wide move on the backstretch, and Albergo Hanover outpaces him through the lane. Judges have posted the unofficial order of finish March. 17th lifetime with career earnings topping $248,000 in a mile today. 151-3 for one Albergo Hanover. And results of race number